Welcome into the Hyundai Studios for Sidekicks. I'm Will Ujek, joined alongside, no, not the Raging Cajun James Carville. It's actually Gene Winters stepping in for Ashley Collins this week.
Well, I could go Raging Cajun on if you'd like, but I think I will save the politics and we'll talk NCAA Tournament. Brackets are underway, Will, and you know the tournament has been exciting so far.
Yeah, before we jump ahead to the Sweet 16, let's take a look back the first three rounds. A lot of surprises.
Yes.
Gene, what shocked you the most?
I think just the upsets. I think a lot of teams were underseeded. You know, you see some of these 12s, 13s, 14s, Florida Gulf Coast making it all the way to the Sweet 16. I think just all the upsets that we've seen so far has been the shock for me.
My biggest shock so far has been Gonzaga, because Gonzaga was a team, yes, a lot of people thought they were maybe ranked a little bit higher than they should have been. However, I didn't think they were going to go out this easily, and I don't think a lot of people thought they were going to go out this easily. So them exiting this early really shocked me. We asked you to weigh in yourself on our Facebook page. The comment I liked the most was Harvard's upset over New Mexico by Fran Aquino. Was looking forward to New Mexico versus Ohio State, and I think that is one of those shockers that really got to a lot of people.
And we'll stay in that same region, Will. When you look at that West, Andy Calyar says the West region and all the upsets, and he's absolutely right with Harvard, with New Mexico getting beat, Gonzaga, who you mentioned, going out maybe a little bit earlier than a lot of people thought, with Wichita State making it, LaSalle making it, Ole Miss making it. So that West region with the upsets is where Andy went with his.
Now let's take a look at the Sweet 16, Gene. A lot of matchups here. Where's the best games going to come out of?
Personally, I think it's going to be the South. I know I'm probably jumping on this Florida Gulf Coast bandwagon a little bit too late, but their matchup with Florida really intrigues me. I think it's going to be a blowout by Florida, but the way Florida Gulf Coast is played, I don't know how you can discount that. And Kansas and Michigan, a lot of people like Michigan coming out as the 4 seed to make the Final Four, maybe even the national championship because of how strong the Big Ten was this year. So I like the South.
Looking at these matchups, I really like the East. You have Syracuse, Indiana. You have Marquette, Miami. These are 1, 2, 3, and 4. All top 4 seeds still in. I think those are going to be some great games, some buzzer beaters, some down to the wire. That's the matchups that I'm looking forward to most see.
Yeah, you know, and some of the fans, they came out and said, you know, the East, they like that at 55%, the West at 11%, Midwest at 23%, and the South at 11%. And, of course, the Midwest will feature Louisville and Oregon, which will be a very intriguing game, and Michigan State and Duke as well. As we move on to our final word, Will, I think the school that is shocking everyone, Florida Gulf Coast.
And this is a new school. They were just founded in 1991, and you see the pictures of this campus, and picturesque makes me want to go there, Gene.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, you see one picture, Chris Sale of the White Sox, he's come out of there. Now they're talking about trying to raise money with alumni, but as you mentioned, they're new. I don't know how they're going to get money to save the coach and everyone else, but now that these pictures are coming out and their web pages are skyrocketing off the charts, this is definitely a place, especially when your campus and your dorm rooms are right on the beach.
Well, and you can't buy publicity like making it to the Sweet 16
right?
to the NCAA Tournament. I know a lot of people probably want to go there now. And we're going to take a look back now at maybe where we went to school, Gene. And let's see what pictures of our universities look like right now this time of season. Mine, a little cold.
Yeah.
A little cold, a little snowy.
That's it. You know, being here in Northeast Ohio, again, it's cold, it's snowy. You know, we're lucky to hit 40 instead of having 80s and being on the beach all the time.
Well, maybe we can try to raise money for you and I to go down
Yes.
and visit that campus.
Yes.
We'll let you know how it is. We thank you for watching and tuning in as each week. Check back on SportsTimeOhio.com. Vote on our fan page on our Facebook. Tweet Gene Winters, Will Ujek, Ashley Collins. Thanks a lot. We'll take care.